On Wednesday afternoon, Hudson County View spoke with State Senator Nick Sacco about the possible implications of a new DNA bill, droid regulations, as well as some possible reforms in high school sports here in New Jersey. Sacco, also the North Bergen mayor, first spoke to us in June 2014 about the then newly reformed bill that proposed giving law enforcement more freedom in obtaining DNA from criminals after an arrest is made. While that bill was vetoed, Sacco explained today what the latest incarnation of the legislation is all about.
The DNA bill is very important. It begins to test DNA for people who have disorderly person offenses, but only high-level disorderly person offenses for which they would be fingerprinted. So if they're a violent crime that doesn't reach the fourth-degree level, it would not apply to shoplifting. It just applies to the higher level of crimes, the more violent ones. And this, I believe, will be a help because some people commit these type of crimes, get into a bar fight, are the same ones who may have committed an act of violence somewhere else. So checking the DNA is important. New York has a bill that's even stronger than this. All disorderly persons are tested. Mine will limit to those who have to be fingerprinted, so I have a threshold of crimes. But I believe it's a good way to improve. And again, it will help find people who've committed other crimes and at the same time release people who may have been accused who didn't commit crimes and may be in jail right now, because the effect of the law goes both ways.
And then the changes that they've introduced versus this bill versus the last bill.
The last bill was a little bit heavier in that anyone who was arrested for disorderly person would have been tested, and a lot of people felt that if somebody, picks up a $10 item in a store, do we have to test their DNA? You wouldn't take their fingerprints. So there are some crimes that are so minor you don't take fingerprints, and I wanted to limit it. Once they're in giving fingerprints, you can take their DNA. If you're not taking their fingerprints, then you'd have to go and take their DNA, which seems to be a little bit heavy-handed.
Sacco clarified that the bill is currently making its way through different committees in the state Senate and Assembly, respectively. Sacco also explained that new drone legislation that was also previously vetoed will potentially limit where drones can be flown.
Well, now we're looking at it from another direction where, drones are flying too high. They can be dangerous. They're too close to airports. So this bill would correct a lot of places and have the federal authorities, possibly tightening up their regulations on drones. So we're hoping to get a stronger regulations against some issues of drones as they are taking place right now.
Finally, while it's not a legislative matter, Sacco touched on news that the New Jersey State Interscholastic Athletic Association voted on Monday to create separate divisions for public and parochial schools, aiming to make a more level playing field for student athletes.
A while ago, I started a letter writing campaign, some articles to the newspapers saying that it was time for people to open up a dialogue about this. The playing field has become too lopsided. I'll give an example. North Bergen used to win the district wrestling championships, but since Catholic schools who were recruiting were in the same league, and it didn't have to be just St. Peter's, it was St. Mary's, it's a small little school, they would recruit a terrific wrestling team and we'd be in second place or third place. And it was unfair to the public. You have in Bergen County, Bergen Catholic, I believe, won the last 26 district championships. This would give the public a chance to compete among themselves, win their championships, and then go on. The best wrestlers are still going to be down there in Atlantic City. It doesn't matter what school they came from, but you can have a team stacked from people from all over the East Coast on one team is unfair to the public, so we're limited to their geographic boundaries. The same thing with football. The idea, why should a school go and get beat 69-0? You're not competitive. Your kids could get hurt. They're playing like super athletes, Division I athletes. It isn't like you have one or two on a team. You may have as many as two squads of Division I athletes, and they're playing with your regular student body. So that's a problem, and I think this will correct it.
John Hyde is with Hudson County View, the eye of the community.